Hi everyone, it's Cindy and welcome back to Studioloo. Tuesday 10 is back, yes! So I know it's been a little break from Tuesday 10, but I want to get back into it and try to get back to doing Tuesday 10 because I have a lot of stuff I need to use up. I've been kind of deconstructing books and like making journals and having like leftovers. So for those of you who are new here, welcome. Tuesday 10 is a series that I started like probably over a year ago now, where I intend each Tuesday to take 10 things out of this big basket of like papers that I keep. They're like discarded kind of things, but like not trash, right? Things that we keep, like book pages and magazine pages, printed digitals that we didn't end up using, etc. So I take 10 things out of that bin and I have to keep on working until I use it all up. So this video could be half an hour long, it could be 2 hours long, I don't know. Usually it comes out to about an hour, so we'll see. And it's also very chatty. It's like a conversation kind of time because, you know, an hour is a long time to use up. It's not like a tutorial video where I'm like giving instruction. I am giving a little instruction, but it's not the only thing I'm doing. So let's jump in. I just wanted to give a little kind of recap because it's been a while since we did one of these videos. So the first thing that I have here is this sticker sheet. It came from Thrifted something or other, and it just has some stickers on it that I want to use up so I can get rid of the sheet. I'm also looking at these frames, wondering if I couldn't do something kind of fun with them, but we'll see what my energy level is for that today. I have a bit of a piece of a vintage book page with all these botanicals. This is from an art book. It's by André-Henri Dargelat, The Happy Family. And I thought it was a really cute little picture of this girl playing dolls. This is from a children's book, and on this side it has the little old woman who lived in a shoe. And this has Mary Had a Little Lamb, and I'm really partial to the lamb. And then I have this picture of a nature book. I don't normally work a whole lot with photography, but the elephant shrew is one of my very favorite animals in the whole entire world, so I wanted to use that picture. We also have bunnies on the back, but I'm all about the shrew. And then we have the cover of this beautiful book by Mad Stage called The Lonely Squirrel. I recently used some of that book in one of my journals. And yeah, this is a really cute book. Also, how cute is this? It came from a store called Pigtails. And then this is a page from... This was called like Peter Rabbit and His Ma, and it was like a 1940s-ish book. So this is one page that I saved, and I just really liked this image, but also this is kind of cool, so we'll have to sort of make a choice on that one. And the last three are all fly pages from children's books. And they're like the kind of upright sort of stationary type pages that I don't like to put in sideways because I currently have an aversion to doing that. I don't know. It's really, it doesn't offend me when other people do it, but I don't know why I'm like, I can't put it sideways. So I'm going to start with this one. And then I'll think about if there's a way to use any of these together. Today I'm looking at them going, I don't really know. I find Tuesday 10 goes faster when I can use them like together, but we'll see. This, I feel like it kind of is telling me what it can be easily. So we'll just tear these frames out. I'm also hoping to use some scraps today, so I should pull my scraplet bin over. Oh, and I know the other day I was dyeing some bloodroot to show you guys, and I totally forgot to show you, so I'm going to show you now. Hopefully you watched that video and you'll watch this one. So this is just my test linen for this. So I took some bloodroot leaves and wrapped them up with a little bit of rust in the wrapping. And I just wanted to get a test to see if bloodroot leaves anything behind on mordanted linen cloth. So in fact, it gives us quite a strong and beautiful yellow, and we get a bit of a reddishness in the stems. So this is just a test piece. I'm not going to really do a lot with it except use it in, you know, something random. But it will be really nice. I'm going to put a tannin background on the next one that I do with Bloodroot, so it'll be a gray backing. So you'll see all dark gray behind these bright yellow leaves. So I didn't want to go to the trouble of preparing all of that until I knew that I could actually get the yellow to come out of the Bloodroot. So because I hadn't tried it yet before, and that's a lot of the fun with this kind of stuff, is not knowing, finding new plants to eco-print, and yeah. So today, it's actually, as I'm filming this, it's not Tuesday, it is actually Sunday, and I'm filming ahead because I've had a lot to do. I just filmed a really fun video for Patreon, and I just completed my Patreon kit for my monthly journal together. Patron reward, and yeah, it's just been busy, and I'm kind of been a little behind. I usually plan much more ahead for things, but this has just been a little bit of a busy period in time for me with both work and kids stuff, and you name it, I've been busy. So I'm trying to focus a little today on making some pockets and tags, because I need those things for a lot of projects that I'm working on. What does this say? Keys for unknown doors. Oh, I love that. Okay, so these are torn out. Let's make some stuff with these now. Okay, so let me get some paper. When I saved this paper bag, I need to use it up because it's driving me bananas, having it under my desk, constantly touching me and rattling away. Where are my regular scissors? They're there. Okay, let's just cut the bottom off here. Use this piece. There we go. So let's just back this. The other thing I want to try to use up today are the things that I keep in my little like scraplet use it up basket that's on my desk here. I mostly keep like book spine pieces in it and little scraplets of fabric and things. Oops. That's my alarm. Sorry about that. I also have to go grocery shopping today. Not that I'm happy about it. I'm going to decide what I want to do today. We stayed home yesterday because my daughter was feeling a little under the weather. I think she got a little bit of a touch, just a minor touch of conjunctivitis from the pool and from her pool goggles, because I think like we have this process where we like take all of our pool gear and we like wash it as soon as we get home from the pool, and then we wash her goggles and any pool toys that the kids have had. And I think her goggles got left in our pool kind of bag and carried on week to week, so there could have been a little bit of pool residuals, but I got her some antibiotic eye drops and gave her Tylenol because she was running a little bit of a fever, but her eye today is way, 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 way better. going to take her in to see the doctor at the clinic today if it didn't seriously improve, because children's eyes you do not want to play with. You don't want to take even a little bit of a pause with those kind of things, especially if like you don't know the cause of why a children has an eye issue, because I just said children. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know. So yeah, but the reason is because like swelling behind the eye can very quickly damage vision. I learned that like only, you know, that it was like so urgent with kids, because I guess like, so my daughter, when she was about 3, she had a little touch of something that was bothering her eye. It was again just conjunctivitis. Kids get it because, you know, as much as you try to keep their hands clean, they're kids, so they will touch their eyes, and every now and then, you know, they'll get a little thing. And she's only really maybe had it 2 or 3 times, and my son, he's never had anything like that, so not yet anyhow. So essentially my doctor said like, oh, I'm so glad you brought her in, because, you know, sometimes parents wait a little too long to bring their kids in with these kind of things, and then I have to send them on to ophthalmology to get an examination, because they've already got swelling, you know, in the eye, and I can't bring it down as quickly as I'd like to with just antibiotics. So she said that, you know, the tissue, like the connective tissue behind the eye, right, there's like that one main kind of retina, the thing that attaches to, like if your retina gets detached, you know, swelling can cause that, right? So yeah, I now am quite careful now that I know how quickly these things can get off kilter. So I'm going to use this little bit of this up here, I think, and then I've got some organza that I'm going to layer on top of it. It's like this purpley iridescent organza. I'm using these scraplets up from another, I just made another journal with this. It's really pretty. So I'll stitch that on, and I'll stitch around that tag, and then I might just put like a little bit of a collage-y bit at the bottom too, and I might put a little bit of this fabric as well, in the spirit of like, let's use things up. So I'll actually just stitch probably right down that as well before adding it to the piece. And because I'm stitching it on, I'm just going to use glue stick on here to just attach this book spine right there. Oh no, actually I shouldn't do that, because I want to stitch that to that first. So I'll just put this upside down. I'll set it aside so it can dry, because I accidentally glued it up, but it'll sit there and dry. I do all my stitching usually at the end of these videos, or I take like a break in the middle to do so. Okay, so what do we want to do with this? Do I have some kind of, maybe, like we could obviously make a little tuck or something, but I sort of feel like I want to do some collage-y stuff, which I guess I didn't need to back it if I was going to do that. I'm going to actually cut this out. I'm going to use it as like a focal point on a collage tag. Tags are the #1 thing I need right now in my studio. So whenever I sell a journal, I usually will send along with like a little gift of some kind. I usually send my own handmade ceramic buttons along with any journal purchase, and I will also send a piece of ephemera to say thank you, like for, you know, buying a journal and being awesome. So I usually send a tag because they're just fun, right? They're like a gift tag kind of. And so yeah, I go through them quite quickly between actual journal projects and shipping out packages. So this is a piece of dictionary page that I just I was jelly printing one day, and I needed a scrap of something to just exhaust my jelly print onto. So I decided to use this piece of dictionary paper that was already in my scraps. So scraps just get reinvented multiple times in this house. Okay. So now we have this. I'm gonna try to make a couple of skinnier tags. I always make my tags very wide. See if I can't use both of these pieces today too. All right. So now we have this. Okay. Art glitter glue. And then I'll take something from my other little Tuesday 10 stuff here, and these little from that botanical page, because that just looks like it would be a good addition. I'm just going to kind of cut around. Sorry if you hear something upstairs, like a ball rolling on the floor. That's exactly what it is. But I'm sure if you've been here for a while, you're used to the calamity that goes on above me, because I have a large basement studio, which has, you know, like everybody's creative space, ups and downs. It's very big, which is great. I have lots of space, and I have it all to myself, and it's like my little escape pod. But I do get the noise of the upstairs neighbors, aka my family. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna just trim this edge again one more time. Okay, that's this. Then I need, oops, tough paper. I have to get rid of that, and I need to find my inker. I just cleaned my desk up because I was doing a bunch of stuff. I just made a really fun video for Patreon. That shows you how, well, I'll show it to you, how I made this yarn, this lovely fun yarn that I'm going to be using for another journal I'm working on. And I went through the whole process, and it was lots of fun. Okay, this is good, I think. Now I need to back it. Let's grab some backing paper here from a misprint of a digital. I feel like I could sit and do about 10 episodes of Tuesday 10 right now. Oh, so much paper to use. I was actually going through my stuff yesterday saying I need absolutely nothing in the studio at this point. You know, I think for a long time we build up a stash as like someone getting into a new kind of work, which for me, I think I started doing this in 2020. Maybe 2021, I can't remember now. And so like I have spent a few years kind of building up a studio stash, and it's funny because my whole studio has been completely reorganized to go from being primarily like a fiber art studio with like spinning wheels and yarn and fiber like everywhere to like really just focusing a lot on completely almost on journal making stuff. So it's really become a paper studio, which is okay, because I've taken a lot of steps back from the fiber art industry because I just don't feel like doing shows anymore, and that was a really big part of it for me. I'm good with that. I don't even think I want to attach anything to the top. I just like it. I think it's cute. So yeah, I don't feel like doing shows right now. I'm too busy in the rest of my life with like my kids and everything, and I just think it's a lot. Okay, so this isn't part of Tuesday 10. I need to work on these things. So this little butterfly frame, that could be another tag. This, I think I just want to keep it as is, as a pocket. It's just cute on its own because it says keys for unknown doors, and I like that. What I might do, again in the spirit of wanting to use things up, is I've got all this grungy book spine, so I might just actually, where the backing paper is here, I'll just put some glue. Put this up here, and then glue this down, and that'll just give it a little more of an interesting trimmed top. And then when I stitch around it, I'll stitch across that whole thing, and that'll just give it a little more mystique. Okay. Butterfly frame. And pineapple. Ever random. Okay, let's try to do something fun and collagey with the pineapple, because that's the challenging one. So I think what I'll do is I'll just clip around the pineapple. Again, I didn't need to back it if I was going to do this, but that's fine. Then cut it kind of like a Polaroid, and then we'll ink it before we go too much further. And then because it's something kind of random, it's a pineapple, I feel like I want to, this out of my way. I need to find some words or something to put underneath it. I have all these beautiful words from Priscilla, most of which of them are like star related right now. So let's see. Glimpses into a world that is not ours. I like that. It's like, it's got a mysterious feel to us, to me, to us, the royal us. Okay. This is the nice thing about making things with paper and books, is that there's a literary aspect to it that allows you to make such unique little magical things, you know? So this on its own is very cute. But I think I want to make something a little bigger, and I want to also use up some scrap. And I just released a new digital collection on Etsy. It is called Vintage Ledger Watercolor Swatches. So I started making them quite some time ago, and I just got them done finally. Like, I've been working on them forever, and some other digital collections. I'm working on paper dolls right now. It takes me forever to make those. But yeah, I have all sorts of digitals happening. But the latest collection that I posted, they are from 1850s mainly ledgers, and some in the 1900s, early 1900s, and some are written on, some are blank. And then I just painted watercolor with all my pretty watercolors that I have on top of them, to make like a really fun collection of pages. I think there's about 8 pages, and then there are like 13 smaller pieces that are like tag or journal card sized, and then there's I think 4 or 5 like half page, like so like, you know, larger tag or like a tuck spot or something kind of sized pieces. So yeah, those are going to be very fun. And then there's also, I've resampled some of them as minis for clusters and collage. So they're going to be fun. I have a journal that I'm planning to do with the originals that I made. And maybe even some of the digitals, but we'll see. It's not on the docket right now. I've got about 3 things that are currently in line ahead of that journal. And I have to keep organized or I'll be working on too many things at once. I'm already working right now on 2 journals, but I'm working on a lot of digital stuff. So if I've been a little quiet on here on YouTube, it's because I've been doing things on my computer or in another part of the creative process. It's hard to keep up that kind of daily cadence of videos. Maybe this here and then something. I think this botanical page is going to be quite helpful to me. Okay. I'll tear out. I feel like I'm moving quite slow. I'm only in the process of using like 1 piece right now. Oh, and I don't want to cover that up. I want to put this here maybe, and then that. I think I tore the wrong side. Where are those stickers? Right here. Do we have any stickers that could add to this? Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's stop being picky. Move this box out of the way. Because I doubled that, I'll use our glitter glue. Just bought more art glitter glue. That stuff is not getting any cheaper. Holy moly. In Canada, at my local store where I buy it, at a mom and pop kind of store, it is $31.99 for the big bottle. I was like, wow. That glue. But it's also just such a great glue that like I can't imagine not using it. It's just pretty perfect for most things. Whoops. I just add extra glue to these stickers because I almost never trust a sticker to be permanently sticky. Okay. I think we can ink the front of this a bit. Definitely ink these stickers just to kind of get them a little more with the program here. Back this. Sorry, that I just had to respond to my husband's text. Okay, so let's cut this out. All right. And then I think I will put something at the top of this from my scrappity bin here, and I've got this book spine that has this like teal, or like not teal but aqua kind of color, and I think we'll just tear a piece of it like so, and then maybe glue it on to some book page over here. Creating sort of like a little cluster just to strengthen this a little. It's a little bit sticky because of the mesh on the book spine, but then I'm going to fold it, and it's going to be the tag topper for this. I'm going to put it on that side like so. Okay, that can go in the to be stitched bin. Now let's move on to another thing. Oh, do I still have this to use? I do, with the butterfly. Okay. The butterfly. I'm going to think about what I want to do with that butterfly in that frame. And meanwhile, let's tear out this baby. My little shrew. A little bit smaller. Oh, those bunnies are looking at me like, are you seriously going to waste us? No, I won't. Whoops. Shell at Shell's Creative Chaos. She's so funny, and she totally summarized me up so well the other day by calling me like a Canada Goose, loosey-goosey in how I tear things and don't measure things at times. Yep, that's me. Okay, let's make this into like a little booklet. Let's see. Voila, paper. Do I want that paper? I don't want that paper. Back to the paper bag. Okay, let's glue the whole back of this down. Okay, we're going to stitch around that and then fold it in the middle, and it'll be like a little folded bunnies kind of journal card. Then I'm going to add this to the top of it. It's like a little scrap with a little silk leaf, and I might even add it like on the side or on the top. We'll see. I'm matching it up with it though. It will go together, so you'll see it in the final kind of preview of everything we do. I'm just going to move on a little bit. I'm going to just keep going, but I want to prep a few things. So this, what I wanted to do with this, okay, I'm quite in love with this lamb with her bunny friends. Okay, and then let's look at the back of this. Do I want to keep? I think I'm okay to let it go. Let it go. And this is a nice thick book page paper, so I'm going to just back it with some painty paper from some jelly printing and stuff. So what this is going to be is a tip up or tip down. We're going to cut around again. Give it a flatten. And then we're going to fold this come back in and straighten it up. And that's the part that's going to get glued down so that when it's sitting on a page, it can then come down like this and have some writing space there. That's that one, and then I'll probably just give it a little bit of ink because it will kind of give it that pop. It'll trim it and you'll see it on the page better. It also kind of instantly gives more of a vintage feel, which goes a little more with the aesthetic of lots of things that I do. We may as well do the back as well. There we go. That just feels more finished. Okay, so that's that piece. Now, the shrew. Hold on, I'm gonna grab something. I have like 8 kajillion CD envelopes. Like, honestly, far too many. But I'm gonna do something not even using the actual CD envelope for what its purpose is. I know, it's fine. They also just make a really nice sized envelope, regardless if you use the clear window or not. And at this point, I'm choosing not to. Now, we're gonna ink. I'm gonna be stitching on this too, so no stress about glue. Then on back, we need to put something here, and I think I'll just do this with that scrap of paper bag. Cover up this paper information. No. Then I need to move this box somewhere else. Come here. This has all of my sugar-free chocolate in it. A very important craft desk thing, right? need to find some words. Okay, I have an idea. The roses just spoke of themselves and nothing more. I need my book. Need a flower from this book. That's nice. Maybe, I don't know if I want red or white or pink. I was thinking more pink, but let me see here. Blue would be pretty too. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's just take this page out here. And we'll select a few rosy type images. I'm not like a huge stickler for like having to match up exactly my flower type with the words that I'm using. I feel like I don't even need that one. I just need the one. Okay, let's do that. Stick that back in the book. Okay, so now our glitter glue. I am going to ink that, don't worry. And this is kind of a nice way to, like, you know, use something that you like how I like the elephant shrew. But like, you're not making it necessarily the full message of like whatever it is that you're making. Like, it's just kind of become incorporated. Here we go. I'll save that for something else. Okay, and then I will definitely stitch around the edges of this just because I think it will add to it. Okay, I cut out that frame. I don't know yet. it's going to be on hold for a little while. Okay, next I'm going to use this because it's taking up room here. This lonely squirrel, little lonely squirrel. Just gonna back this on some book page so I can like firm it up, and then I'll trim it again probably. Yeah, that's better. It's not so out of control. What do I want to make with this? I haven't even made any journal cards yet, and this would be a particularly cute journal card, I think. I love these little English squirrels, these little long-eared. I mean, I mostly call them English squirrels. They're not actually English squirrels, but I mostly see them in the UK, but we do have them here. One of the parks that I camp at, Inver Huron, on Lake Huron, they definitely live there because they're very tame, and they will come up to you and try to get food because people obviously feed them because people are bad. But yeah, we see them when we camp. Nope. Still no place for that. Alright, so journal card, and I want to add something else to it. I'm just in a desperately like seeking ways to use up scraplets here. Let's shorten that. Put this here. Then we can use that Midsummer's Day in the morning, because that will work with this piece. I think when I finish making this video, I'll probably head out and do the grocery store thing. Get that done, and then probably take a walk. I wanted to go to the antique market today. I might do that, but I don't know. If my daughter's not feeling 110%, I'm not going to go because I don't want her to feel yucky and be out of the house. I felt bad because the day this whole thing started, we actually went swimming in the morning. It was on Friday, and then we had a day out, and we did a trash pickup, and she was fine. She was all good in the afternoon, and then on the ride home, she just kind of quickly went downhill. She said that her throat was sore. She said her throat felt dry, but then quickly it became a problem with her eye, and she definitely had a fever, and then the throat thing was nothing. It just completely went away. I mean, I was all freaked out because I know that conjunctivitis has been now linked to COVID, but she doesn't have COVID, thank goodness. And she, everything else was better, like by, you know, pretty much that night or morning. It was just the eye situation and the fever. So the Tylenol has been managing the fever, so that's good, and the eye is getting a lot better. I think once the eye's fully cleared up, the fever will go too, but I think she's going to make a lot of progress today, and I'll call the doctor tomorrow to just see if she wants to see her or not, but I suspect it'll be fine. I was going to take her to the Saturday clinic, but I try not to overreact to. Just kind of, I don't know, I think once you've had a couple kids, you get to this point where you're like, we can manage, you know, we can manage this. Though I try not to get overconfident either, because you never want to try to manage for too long without getting a bit of help. That's such a cute picture. I think I'll back it in here. Looking to think about what I would add to this. nice if I wanted to add something. Could add like a little poem or something. I'm actually using a poetry book as my glue book right now. Though it's mostly boring poetry, to be honest. Or like it's like people fighting, or it's religious. The Patriot, boring. Yeah, like all of this poetry is kind of whatever. I know that sounds awful when I'm talking about, like, you know, old poetry, but then we have some Emily Dickinson. That's more like about nature, about a snake. Christmas at Sea, To a Snowflake, Canada, Ice. See, it's all like, I don't know. A January morning. Children of the Wind. These children don't look like children of the wind. Children of the living room. What's this little calculation? See, like something sounds wonderful, like Woodlands in the Rain by Anne Marriott. The smell of woodyards in the rain is strong, like 6-foot lumberjacks with hairy chests. Then like the second line just blows it for me. I'm like, forget it. That's what this whole book is like. I've tried to pull poetry out of it so many times, and it's just become a fruitless effort. So I need to stop trying and just understand that this is the poetry for the, I don't know, people who are out in a steamship and a coal mine and whatever else. I don't know. Regardless, quite unrelatable to my situation here. Okay, so there's that. Now, I do have some little fabric bits and bobs, and I might use this, I think, as a little topper for this journal card, because that will at least add some kind of a cute element to it. And I may add another scrap on top of it, because I have this little scraplet bin that I keep over on my sewing desk. And I think I will actually also, I'll round the corners on this, just because when I'm making a bunch of things like this, I feel like I need to add variety to it. Also because I'm here with you and I'm like, oh, I should try to do a few things a little differently, or it'll seem too repetitive. But you know, all these things don't end up usually getting used together in one journal. They kind of go in different directions. So if it seems like she's just making the same thing again and again, hopefully that's not the case. All right, what I want to do with this is make an envelope. I'm just going to tear that side off. Then fold this up to here, and then I'm going to trim that other side again, I think. Yeah. Well, first I'll trim. Oh, sheesh. Why are you so long? I don't want to have to get my big guillotine out. That's okay. We can go here like this and just take that off. That will let me get it into my trimmer here. Here we go. Perfect. It's about the size that I want wide. And I'll just trim my flap a little. Good. Okay. Hold on, let me fix this. That's better. Trust your own hands more than you trust your scissors. And I need to trim the edge of this again because paper's just a little bit wider than I want it to be. So take off a titch on each side. Get in there. There we go. Just right there. And come on, come off of my bottle. There we go. Yep, I like that. But I want to use some black soot around the edge to just make it kind of blend a little more with the black on the envelope. And too bulky, too big. I need something a little smaller maybe if I want to add a little. That's too wide. I don't want this to get super bulky. Here we go. Maybe that. Yeah. Okay. Getting closer to done. Sorry about that. Had to change batteries, which is like a common occurrence during my Tuesday 10 super long video. Okay, so that is exactly what I was hoping for. So I like the little bookend there. The colors kind of pop with the existing colors, you know, in the envelope. So envelope done. What do we have left? 2 pieces of stuff to use. Okay. So now we need to make decisions on what to do. I feel like these are so pretty. I want to make tags with this. I need to straighten that, I know. Not a big deal. So this will be 1. This will be 2. That will go to scrap, I think. Oh, maybe I'll just set it aside, who knows. Then we have a cat and a bat. This can be a journal card. And then this can be something like, you know what, I've got the cat's butt there, and that's okay. Because I've still got this flower here and this fern here. Let's do something like that. Okay, so let's tackle this blue piece first. also have to go to get dog food at the pet food store today, which I haven't had to do in ages. My dogs live on like mainly a real food kind of diet, but we do supplement a bit with a healthy kind of kibble. So yeah, I gotta go do that today too. Sundays are often chore days for me. Whoops. So I would like to sneak away to the antique market. What you want to do versus what you gotta do, you know, doesn't always line up, but that's okay. I'm only really looking for like two things that I would be looking at the antique market. One would be stuff that I can scrounge anyways, like rusty bits for patterning, and I'm always on the hunt for ledger books, but like probably at that place they would be a fortune. I tend to keep other sources for that kind of thing. And I think with this one, I want to do something a little different. There we go. And I'll stitch around both of those, and I'll probably add something to the top of both of them, but I'll do that at my sewing machine because I keep, yes, another scrappy type thing over at my sewing machine because I'm always trying to use things up. Alright, now this, I want to make a pocket. Not this, sorry. This. We're going to make like a pocket with this. So I'm going to back it not on anything that requires backing, but I'm going to use book page instead. So that like that. Then this also I want to back, and I'm going to just rip a little piece off. Straighten this a bit, like so. Then I need my corner rounder. I'll corner round that corner. Whoops, wrong side. I like the big corner round. That's better. Then we'll cut this one. And corner around this side. This is where we're going to cover up the kitty cat butt, like so. I'm going to stitch around the edge of this, probably, I think. But it's going to have you know, it'll be a pocket on a page like so, but then it'll also have a little tuck there. Okay. Get rid of all this scrap. This or this? I think I know what I want to do. Maybe. just take some paint. This is one of my favorite paints. It's very opaque. It's Delta Cream Coat in the color Paradise. It's a very opaque paint. It's great for covering words from books. See, Paradise, acrylic paint, opaque. And it's nice when you can specifically find paints that tell you they're opaque. See? Just neaten up the side a little, kind of bring it in a bit. Try to like round it a little. Okay. Just gonna wipe my brush here. I'll wash it after my filming is done here. I'm going to just take a little break while the others are drying. So I'll tell you what I'll do with this, because I have to wait for this paint to dry, and I'm sure that you have much better things to do than wait for paint to dry. So I'm going to just let it dry, then I'm going to cut it out and back it and probably stitch around it to make a bit of a freeform shaped journal card with this. So I'll go do my stitching, let this dry, and come back and show everything to you. Oh, but you know what? I still have these left. You know, I think what I'll do, I've made use of them. I haven't used them up completely. And what I'll do is I'll treat myself to not like stressing myself out in the first Tuesday 10 back, and I won't require myself to use it all up. But I will use it up today after I make the video. That might be a good thing, because I don't honestly think it's going to be all that hard to use this up. In fact, I think it'll be quite easy. So I'm going to stick one of the stickers on here. Yeah, I'll be able to use this up, no problem. So I will come back with more of this. Maybe I'll even come back having used this. We'll see. I'll be back soon. So my stitching is done, and I actually ended up using up those last two things by making a few more pieces, and I got them done within like 5 minutes after the video. I probably could have just stayed with you, but then, you know, I would have gabbed and this would have went on forever. So anyways, let me show you. So I took that painted piece of the Peter Rabbit and his Ma, and I added one of the stickers that I hadn't used up yet, and I just made this little kind of free-form journal card type thing. I added some fun paper on the back. I don't know if I will stitch around this. I might. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. You saw this one already, the tip up, tip down. We have the envelope, and I added another sticker to it because we had to use those up. Then the little set from that fly page, so I stitched around them. That's the kind of label style journal card. This one I added some bits from over near my sewing machine, same as this one. And then the little pocket with the tuck in the front here, those are all done. Then here is the finished stitched around CD envelope with the shrew. Stitched around this, still love how this looks. I think it's a lot of fun. Stitch that pocket, stitched around this tag and this journal card, stitched on our little piece of fabric up top here, and then the little bunny booklet, I stitched that on top. And I think, you know, it's probably the same rabbit, right, but in the winter and in the summer. So I thought this little bit of leaf here was like a nice kind of like foreshadowing to the summer at the back. And that's just a little booklet inside. And then added the stitching to this, stitched this and glued it on, and I added "Where It Is Always Summer" to that. So that's the pieces we made together. And then right after the video, I had the idea, looking at all those stickers with the frames, I literally just pulled the sticker sheet up, stuck the botanical under it, stuck it back down, and we have this fun journal card. I backed it with some of my hand-dyed paper that's just like, you know, made from the sticker sheet and the botanicals. It just frames them really pretty. So then I made these two. These were like little, from an art book. They're like little sketchbook pages. So I just cut them out, backed them. They'd be great little tuck spots, and added the little stickers there. And then I made one more tag to use up the rest of the stickers, used up the rest of the jelly print, and then again went to my sewing machine and stitched some random bits and bobs up top to make this fun little tag. So I think we'll count these out in total. What did we make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we made 19 things from 10 pieces of my Tuesday 10 bin, essentially. So thanks for hanging out with me. I'll be back hopefully next Tuesday with another Tuesday 10. And I may even do some ephemera making videos before then, but I'm also working on a couple of journals. So until I clone myself, you know, I'm going to have to restrict it. But I'll talk to you all very soon, and I hope you're well. Bye for now.